Sky Squad, we are back in the building, baby. And we got to talk some Housewives news. Of course we do. Of course we do. We're talking about Gizelle Bryant and Peter Thomas and those feisty rumors about the two of them allegedly dating. And then we're also going to be talking about Kenya Moore and Cynthia Bailey, Peter Thomas's ex. Okay. So I want you guys to, you know, settle down, grab your cup of tea, and let's get this thing started. But first, before we do that, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell button, and join the texting community so I can text you when a new video drops. Okay. Now, the first thing that we want to talk about is, of course, none other than Peter, Pumpkin Eater. Okay. Mr. Peter Thomas. Listen, Peter Thomas is doing the doggone thing, opening restaurants here, there, and everywhere. And honestly, from one black man to another, I gotta say, props to you, man. Props to you. Do the doggone thing and keep on doing it. Now, there were rumors that were swirling, and we covered this last week about Gizelle Bryant and Peter Thomas getting that little thing on. But sources have said, and Gizelle has come out and said that this is absolutely not true. And now she's actually going into detail about exactly how this rumor has been affecting her, where it came from, and where it will be addressed. So, shout out to our friends over at Urban Bell Mag for getting us this information. Now, we know that the Real Housewives of Potomac cast has filmed at Peter Thomas's Bar One down to the Miami, where there was allegedly an altercation between Mia and Wendy. Now, here's where things get really interesting. On Fox 5, okay, DC, Fox 5, okay, good morning, good day, DC. Apparently, Gizelle was asked about this entire situation, and she says this. She says that the rumors have been affecting her. She says it's not true. I know exactly where they came from, but I won't say. She said, I'll save that from the show. So it's not true. And it's actually hurtful to other people when people do things like this because I think Peter has a legitimate girlfriend. Apparently, phone calls had to be made. She says, I've had to talk to Cynthia about it. I've had to talk to my ex husband about it. I've had to talk to my male suitors about it. It's just not cool because it's so not true. Now, I just want to kind of break some things down. Gizelle says she knows exactly where the rumors came from, but she won't say, which leads me to believe that this is something that started on the show that is currently filming. Okay. We know that Potomac is currently filming. So she also says, I'll save that for the show, and it's not true. So clearly, the rumors came from someone on the show, and clearly, she's going to save that confrontation or that conversation for the show. So we will see how all of this came about when it airs. We were all kind of wondering where these rumors came from. And to be quite honest with you, I was kind of hoping it was true just because I thought they were both single and ready to mingle. And I thought they might make a nice little duo. Okay. But then to unpack the fact that she said she had to call Cynthia about it because she went to Cynthia's wedding. She's obviously cool with her. She had to talk to her ex-husband Jamal about it. I don't understand why she got to talk to him about anything because the last I heard, he ain't want nothing to do with the show or whatever. But I'm sure they still have some sort of co-parenting relationship. But what does that have to do with her dating life? And she says she's had to talk to her male suitors about it. Well, girl, how many you got? Okay, how many you got? I told y'all Gizelle was living her best life off of camera, and y'all, and we just don't see it. I'm telling y'all, she living her best life. But anyway, the ladies were on Good Day DC to promote their Reasonably Shady podcast live event on May 18th. So you guys can check them out live here in the DMV area, I think in the Silver Spring. So you guys can check them out live. They've apparently reached about 2 million downloads for their podcast. So it is doing quite well. All right. So interestingly enough, we were talking about people that don't want to live things out on the camera. And we've got to talk about Miss
after we
Kenya Moore
felt like
and
I wasn't
Miss Cynthia Bailey. Okay. Now, for those of us who are familiar, we know that Kenya Moore and Cynthia Bailey actually had their falling out start on the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. That's where all of the chaos actually began because Cynthia felt like there were numerous occasions where she was having it out with the other ladies and that Kenya didn't have her back. Also, it was believed that Cynthia was jealous of the relationship that Kenya was developing with other cast members, specifically like Melissa Gorga. So, ever since that whole situation has come to a head, it has not been the best friendship for Cynthia and Kenya. And Cynthia has not been shy about letting us know that they're not in the place that they used to be. Well, now it appears as though Kenya Moore, because she is doing press for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, is also letting us know that things aren't always what they seem. And just take a look at this clip and listen to what she had to say.
I wouldn't say it was a falling out. Cynthia definitely was in her feelings
She was definitely in her feelings. Okay.
after it aired and after we shot it, and she felt like I wasn't really supportive of her. Say
And she definitely felt like that.
that on camera and off camera relationships are really tricky.
Yeah.
And I like to deal with things off camera because I think that's what makes it real.
Wait, what?
I like to deal with things off camera because I think that's what makes it real.
Oh, okay. We're gonna have to unpack that.
I don't want to have fights and conversations with you about our hearts in front of the world. I think it should be, in private.
So, what is the purpose of doing a reality TV show if you're not going to hash out the real issues on the show? See, this is the type of stuff that I don't actually like. Number one, I understand that you want to give us good TV, but this makes it feel to me as though you're not living an authentic truth when you're doing the show. And I want authentic, we want to believe what we're seeing. Number two, clearly you didn't hash this out well enough offline, even if it was a matter of the heart. And I understand that you guys did have a very true friendship, but I'm thinking Cynthia is not on the same page with you about the off camera and the on camera relationship because Cynthia was, I believe, expecting you to be her friend on camera and off camera. And I felt like, not that Kenya wasn't trying to be her friend, but I also felt like Kenya was trying to mix it up and give us good television, but also get to know some of the other ladies. And I feel like, Cynthia had a different expectation. And so what I want to see in this situation is, because we know that they were real friends, we want to see them like, let's work this out on the show. Like when you guys had the opportunity to. And when you had the opportunity to, Kenya did not want to have any parts of that conversation. Cynthia did want to hash it out, but Kenya was not trying to hear. She was like, I ain't trying to have no more conversations about this. I came here to have a good time. I'm not going to let you bother me with all this drama that you are involved in. Keep me out of it, girl. I'm trying to get my tan on and I'm trying to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? And so now in real time, that whole conversation hurt Cynthia's feelings so bad that the friendship ain't even the same. And we know that they talked off screen, but clearly Cynthia still feels some type of way because they not where they used to be, which is sad, which is another reason why I'm kind of regretting the fact that Cynthia not on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Anyway, do you guys think that this friendship will ever go back to the way that it was? Or do you think that they have fallen into the reality TV show curse of having your friendship ruined because of the nature of reality TV? Because Kenya does talk about the fact that it is hard to maintain genuine friendships on reality TV because you have to have these honest conversations and they don't always go the right way. And again, you have to also have those conversations on camera. If you're having these heart to heart conversations off camera, I get it, but we, the audience, are going to be missing a large chunk of the story. And clearly, again, the off camera conversations didn't work to heal the friendship. So let me know what you guys think the solution to this is. I'd be interested in seeing what you guys think, because a part of me feels like Kenya wanted to make good TV, but a part of me also feels like she just wanted to get to know the other girls. And I think that Cynthia had an expectation going in, and that expectation wasn't met by her friends. So it's an unfortunate situation, but it's one that it's interesting to see play out, because it just goes to show you that reality TV friendships are really hard to maintain. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are down in the conversation down below. I will catch you guys in, of course, the next video.